Hello there, welcome back to Ireland. We're currently at war with, well, most of Europe, due to the fact that both France and also Austria opted up for joining the coalition against me, and as an end result, things are not going too well against that. The Swedes declared war, and I was forced to build a bigger navy, which is currently still under construction, I guess I should say. And, well, not really much else to say. We'll be continuing this war a bit further. We'll be doing some sieges. We'll be trying to cause some trouble for the attackers, and hopefully we'll be able to pull this off. And as you can see, I'm just stealing some war score here and there, but I think I'll actually go ahead and send this fleet over to this one, because, well, it's a lot of two-deckers and they should be able to crush that 19th fleet, and most likely the Swedes and the Austrians will have to send their fleet to support the French one. So it should be a fairly easy one, or should be a victory for my fleet, and then I can actually join it up and start causing some severe mayhem here for the Frenchmen. So we'll see how that goes, and if I can they actually decided to split up. So I guess we'll have, or just wait a little bit longer, and then have them retreat before we lose any ships. And that is fair enough. I could always have tried to have them retreat here, now that I think about it, but we should be fine even so. I'll also have, I think we'll have, well, I'm tempted to try and send these guys out, but I don't think it'll make it. So we'll just continue as of things now. There are some people in the New World, or some armies that just running around causing mayhem, being a nuisance. But it should be fine even so. We'll be doing some sieging, and all in all, we'll just be setting things up for us. You can see here we are doing pretty well now. When it comes to a point that I can actually fight the navies and beat them, then this war is definitely over. Then I don't actually have anything to do, and I can most likely even maybe snatch London. So we'll see how it turns out. Caught a smaller Austrian fleet here, and as you can see, simple destruction. They gain some war exhaustion, we gain prestige, they lose prestige, and if we keep this up, we'll definitely win. Let's see, did I get now I got a better relationship with Time Guy, so I'm very tempted to hire him. Probably shouldn't while we're at war though, so we'll simply take this guy to get some extra diplo points. But I will be hunting down their fleets now and aiming at destroying them more straight out, because, well, they can't actually stand up against this fleet, it seems like, and that is more than enough incentive to me to start just hammering at them. I'll probably not do anything with the well, I guess I should call them just frigate fleets. I'll probably just go ahead and join up a two-decker fleets and use them more or less as to pounce with. So we'll see how this turns out. I can most likely lift all the sieges or blockades, and I'll most likely also be able to crush their fleet completely, and that should be enough to actually secure. Wow. The Austrians actually sent quite a bigger fleet there. Did I lose 40 ships right just now? I think I did. Let's take a very quick look here on this one. Sea battles. Where is sea battles? Didn't it actually show up? Well, it doesn't matter. We lost a transport fleet, but that means that most of the enemy's ships are actually up here. And that is actually good news. But for now, we'll just have our ships stand down, just for the purpose of having them survive. And we'll have to rebuild the fleet later. It seems like it was the Panama fleet that fell, so I can fix it. I can fix it up later. But for now, we have control over Europe, and that basically means that they can't do too much. Of course, if that Austrian fleet actually ends up coming back, they could potentially cause some mayhem for me, but potentially, or realistically, not too much. And I think I just want to keep that fleet from actually joining up. So we'll send these guys up to fight it, and I think that could actually be or result in, as it seems, 2 victories, because this fleet will lose, and with that I can potentially send that one up to simply threaten it, or actually pull off a victory here. I will of course lose a couple of ships, that is to be expected. I lost at least one. Yeah, I lost one, but also did the French. I captured 2 transport ships. No use for these things, so I'll just despawn them. I'll place this fleet in that, and we'll place them in each different harbor so I have control over them. But yeah, as you can see here, the battle has turned as it is, and we can basically now just wait it out. But I think I'll just go for the white peace right now, or I might even go for a simple thing here, and that is to release Wales for the sole purpose of lowering my aggressive expansion, because apparently people don't like me, and we have to rectify that, and I'm not actually going to play this forever. By releasing them, we're basically removing all aggressive expansion, people will leave the coalition, and I can simply either peacefully vassalize them or just go for a reconquest war. It's not a big deal. We'll take this, or send that deal as it were. So, as you can see here, I allowed them to win as it were, but apparently that had some very bad after effects here. Not very good. I do not like you, Burgundy, so I will not be joining you. I'll also go ahead here and take the merchant adventurers. Doesn't actually matter. Trade range plus 25%. Won't actually use that. But as you can see here, the Emperor has enacted an imperial reform. Unite the Holy Roman Empire to one country. So the Austrians are now the rulers of the Holy Roman Empire. And well, all hell rains down. But they'll lose all their aggressive expansion within a couple of years. So it's not all bad, and I'll simply go ahead and vassalize Wales, and we'll do a triple annexation of Wales, Norway, and Cornwall when the time comes. But for now, we'll simply wait 5 years, and then we'll declare war on Great Britain, because they'll basically be the only ones in coalition. I'm pretty sure I will be able to declare war on them. So it's no real fuss. I guess I should say there are many ways to work around workarounds for different problems in this game. And I have to say that I enjoy the fact that you can easily solve a problem that would potentially be very damaging. So for now, I'll go ahead and rebuild my armies. I think I need a new Panama army, or fleet, that is. So we'll go ahead and set that up. This is the Bordeaux, and this is London. No, that's actually wrong. I joined 20 fleets or 20 ships to wrong fleet. We'll do this instead. This will be protecting London, and the other will be protecting Bordeaux, and then we're basically set to make a lot of money again. So we'll see how it turns out. Admin Tech 27, the tax assessor has been reached, and that is basically, as far as my memory serves, a unique building, and it's a fairly good one, minus 0.05 yearly inflation. That helps out pretty much quite a bit. So we'll also go ahead and build some more naval buildings, of course, because it's definitely going to be useful, and I do have the money, so no reason to not to. And hopefully then it'll be enough to get myself going. Once again, as you can see here, we are stealing quite a lot of money from the Frenchies here, or the Holy Roman Empire as it were. But even so, we're actually stealing quite a lot of money from the French, because trade value in the node is being forwarded to London, and I'll do the same actually here in Sevilla. And if I then place more ships here, that will actually give me even more money. So having a lot of people to help me is definitely beneficial, and especially in these nodes like Sevilla. There's only one way to actually send things, and that is to Bordeaux. So I only need to make sure that most of the things are sent and not kept. So that should work out fine. Bordeaux, however, is another case. Still, just send. With this, I think I'll actually cut down the income to Antwerpen, or I'll actually make it a little bit bigger. But even so, I should be fine. Once I've actually dealt with Great Britain, in terms of taking London, I'll most likely change my rival to the Holy Roman Empire. They're still in the coalition against me. I guess that's just because of the fact that it's 5 years or so since they joined, or 8 years now, but it doesn't really matter. They'll probably leave on their own. If not, then I'll be having a little bit of troubles, but we'll figure it out. I might even set them as a rival to punish them. But for now, we'll take military tech 27, the bayonet, infantry fire plus 0.5, and also we now have the Royal Mortar, which is a new, I guess I should say, cannon. Just one more to go. So we'll just keep on building here. My navy definitely needs to, I definitely need to build some navy buildings. Same with military. But even with that, I'm making quite a healthy profit, and I do have some pretty good advisors as well. So can't complain on that score. We are making we're doing pretty well for ourselves, I dare say. So I guess I'll go ahead here and boost my relations with the Holy Roman Empire in an effort to try and make them to actually leave the coalition so I can deal with Britain once and for all. We'll see how it goes. The hilarity of this save could actually ensue or continue because, as you can see here, the Ottomans actually have a friendly attitude towards me. And that means that I could possibly get the most hilarious endgame in quite a while. As you can see here, the Spaniards do not like me. They actually broke their alliance when apparently the Austrian or the Swedes attacked me, and I forgot to remake it or something. But as you can see, there's no actually broken alliance modifier, so that's kind of weird. But I guess it has something to do with how the war wound up, but it doesn't really matter. Colonization is almost done, not really that much else to colonize, which is also good. But for the time being, I might actually end up with the Ottomans as an ally, and they'd definitely be helpful in dealing with the Holy Roman Empire. But they do have quite a lot of allies, so for now I'll just keep on improving the I give up. Improving my relations with them in the hopes that they'll leave the coalition soon. And hopefully they will, because when they do, I'll be declaring war on Great Britain. So we'll have to just sit by and wait and hope that Great Britain doesn't screw me over by getting a new monarch or anything among... they actually are bureaucratic despotism. Well, it doesn't actually matter. We do have, hopefully, no reason or no way they can do that. So we'll simply have to wait and see how things turn out. And once we get to 400 diplomatic power, we'll be causing some more problems for the Spaniards by basically taking control of Seville and forwarding the trade to where we want it. It'll hurt their economy, but it'll boost mine, and a little bit for the Frenchies, but I can live with that. As I said, once I've actually taken care of Great Britain, if I would continue this save, I will definitely rival the Holy Roman Empire and embargo them. That'll basically hurt their trade all around the board, and I can basically keep them in check that way. Holy Roman Empire left the military coalition. Bye bye Britain. Once I get my guy back. We'll actually wait. We'll wait until we have vassalized Wales, and then it's bye bye Britain. Well, we'll see how it goes. National trade policy. Trade efficiency plus 10% should boost my income quite considerably in the trade department once again. I'm only making 140 ducats right now, which is kind of weird because I was making a lot more before. No idea if I've forgotten anything or something fishy's going on here. Caribbean Boudor. Wait a minute, sort by income. Chesapeake Bay. 56, London. Yeah, I was simply wondering if anything was wrong there, but it wasn't. So sometimes these guys find, yeah, it's simply transferring a little bit less, but it's fine even so. We'll go ahead and start causing some trouble here for Great Britain. I think we are almost at, or we are there. We'll start the relation improvement, get that by home. We'll have him vassalized before the end of the day, and basically now it's a decade until we'll annex all of them, or start the annexation of all of them. But for now, quite hilariously, London falls. More or less. We'll siege London, and that I think is basically it. We could of course siege some of their colonies, but I don't think there's any use for that. So we'll just get London done, and then we'll see if it's enough to actually get the peace deal that we want. And I'm pretty sure it will be. So no problems there. Siege of London is over. I was just waiting for a diplomat to get back home, but the British actually realized what I wanted and sent me this peace deal. Great Britain will cede London to Ireland. We'll accept that. It's basically all that we wanted, and we'll be selling it to Cornwall to have them core it for me. And I guess I can then start the annexation. We'll take Norway first, and then we'll simply continue down the line. Shouldn't be too much of a problem here. Getting all three of them annexed rather quickly. Might get a coalition against me of some sort now, but it's highly doubtful they'll actually declare any wars. So I'm not really that concerned. But as you can see, that's actually 80% positive for taking this one, and that's mostly due to the fact that London is such a rich province. So with this, we are basically set. Just need Cornwall to actually core it for me. We'll keep our army in London to actually protect it. Might actually not be that the Cornwall doesn't actually have enough troops, and I might actually not realize that they're under attack. So as I said, annexing Norway is on the schedule. And I'll most likely actually end up selling these 3 provinces to Sweden or Russia, simply to make the map look a little bit better, and there's no real reason for me to have them. So with this, I believe we'll also do another thing. No real reason to keep Great Britain as a rival anymore. They don't actually serve any purpose whatsoever. So we'll go ahead and instead rival these guys, and then we'll embargo them. But I have a feeling now that I might actually need my guy back to actually revoke the embargo that I placed on Great Britain, if it didn't do that by itself. So let's go here and check economy. Yes, it did them. So it changed, so that's good. So once we get the diplomat, we'll embargo them, and that should actually lower their trade power in quite a lot of nodes. So that is quite good. As you can see, I'm wielding 971 power in this one, which is basically, I have no idea how percentage-wise how much that is, but over half, so, or 2/3. So that is quite well. But for now, I will be waiting for to get myself some new ones. I might actually place the 3rd merchant I will getting in Lübeck, and have him forwarded to London as well. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, I'll definitely go for Sevilla next, and have them forwarded to Bordeaux, which will then again forward it to London. So I might actually build some extra fleets, or send some extra fleet over from overseas to basically have in Bordeaux here. We'll have to see. But unfortunately, this is the end of this episode. We basically have all the lands we want now. All that remains is to simply incorporate them, and then we are done. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.